Okay, so Xerra. What is Xerra? Is it a place? Maybe. A city? Maybe. A world? More? Well, yeah, no. It is all that and more, but mainly it's a world building project I made up in my head when I was depressed. But surprisingly, it kind of prevailed in development, and so like here I am now launching an official showcase for it. A supposed deep dive into the magical and dystopian maws of a more technical than you think fantasy. So yeah, let's just lock in and get into it. Okay, so first of all, we can begin with a character maybe to explain this world. His name is Leo. He's a university student. He lives in a town called Adelina Valley with his mom, and he's like super depressed. He's kind of stupid. And he's kind of based off of me on a lot of things, but it's also based on one of my friends who I'm working with on this project and stuff. His name is Leo, and so yeah, the character is named after him. But yeah, this character is more like a love child between. I don't know. It's a weird mixture, but it's a good character. I think it's pretty compelling. Anyway, he recently started uni to be an architect. But he's not alone. We can go over some of his friends. He's got a total of 2 friends, Juno and Sylvia. Juno is Leo's childhood friend. She's like this super like history buff. She's kind of a soft person. She struggles with a decent amount of paranoia. She cannot like lend a minute off of studying, off of her studies, her exams, everything. And then there's Sylvia. Sylvia is like this kind of rotten girl. She is kind of fucked up in the head. She's super edgy. She's always researching some kind of shady product of the dark web, or trying to solve some kind of conspiracy theory about the government or the system, things like that. She is not good in her studies. She is garbage. She does not care. She does not give a single fuck. But they kind of hang closely by Leo. So Sylvia and Juno kind of have very little in common with each other, but they do have Leo in the middle. So they're kind of this disjointed triangle of friendship. I don't know. It's pretty funny. So what happens to Leo? Okay, one day Leo comes home early from uni and he goes to visit the valley. There's a valley in town. His home is kind of the closest one, and so every now and then he goes and visits the valley. He is clearing his mind, relaxing, sitting at some stone, and he kind of notices something out of the corner of his eye, deep down in the valley. Something's glowing, so he kind of gets off the rock. He goes down there to check, and there's a crystal glowing, peeking through a bunch of overgrown plants, rocks, like some sort of sedimental movement happened. There's a crystal, an orange glowing crystal, and he's kind of drawn to it. It's kind of mesmerizing to look at. Leo, of course, goes to touch it and gets KO'd by a fucking rock. But wait, it kinda left something at the point of contact. It's like a scar, kind of. Okay, so it kinda left something on his hand, a mark, I guess. So what's going on here? First of all, how did the crystal get there? Well, how did it get there? We're not sure. It's kind of a long and complicated answer, and we'll be figuring it out over the course of the next episodes and so on, but for now, we'll leave this one pending. Is Leo gonna be okay? Yep, he's fine. His friends are gonna come over later and they're gonna wake him up. The mark, though, that's gonna be important for later. And what actually is that crystal? Well, let's see what else do we know. It's very pretty. It has something inside that's coming out. And it's alive?